On the screen, FIFA dismissing the SA Football Association and Bafana's appeal to have their match against Ghana replayed. The penalty that clearly wasn't a penalty. Joined now by our sports reporter, Philasande Sixaba. Philasande, good afternoon to you. A very short statement by SAFA this afternoon. Great disappointment all round. Great disappointment, Stephen, particularly the work that went into the bid to submit to FIFA to have this match replayed. Of course, they did cite match manipulation of the match by the Senegalese referee. Also, they have confirmed that they are going to be appealing the decision by FIFA to have this, claim set aside by FIFA. It also, I mean, it's astonishing. You have a penalty like this. I mean, we've all seen it. There weren't even proper cameras at the ground, to do this properly. And what you have now is that we, unless the appeal goes our way, we're out of the World Cup. Definitely. We're not going to Qatar 2022. But it also highlights the standard of refereeing on the continent, Stephen. I was watching the CAF Congress this past weekend, and that topic was also one of the topics that was discussed by the President, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, at that CAF Congress, to say that the standard of officiating on the continent needs to be at a higher level in preparation for the Africa Cup of Nations in 2022, but also to prepare African referees for the World Cup. So I think this might be one of the things that they're going to be looking at as a case study to say, maybe we need to look at the standard of refereeing and officiating in the continent to make sure that we sharpen up our officials in preparation for these major tournaments. It also shows you how difficult it is to prove wrongdoing here. And as I understand it, that's what you actually have to do. You have to prove manipulation. I mean, it's just, even if it's a bad decision, it's a shockingly, I mean, I've run out of English. I mean, it cannot be accepted. And I mean, look at what hinges on it. I mean, for Bafana to go to a World Cup, to even have a chance, would be a big, big thing for us. It's massive. And I think, the FIFA statutes also allow for human error, which I think this is one of those typical cases where they've looked at and said, well, it's a human error. We have to allow the leeway to have that for the Senegalese match official. But a lot hinges on it, places, rankings in the World Cup or in the world hinge on proper officiating. Places at a World Cup hinge on proper officiating. Places in African competitions hinges on that. So I think this is down on human error, but hopefully it's a lesson, and hopefully SAFA can lodge a successful appeal to have that match replayed. A lot of money rests on decisions like this. Definitely. I mean, football's a big industry, but I mean, it just, anyway, a lot rests on it. Very frustrating for SAFA. Do you think they're going to appeal? Do you think they're going to sort of wait another day? Well, I've spoken to the head of communications at SAFA, Mr. Dominic Chimavi, who did confirm to me that they are going to lodge an appeal. It's tricky, though, because they're going to have to find tangible evidence that the match was actually manipulated, something that would have helped from the get-go if they had tangible evidence, so that there wasn't a need for an appeal. So it's going to be interesting next few days and how the appeal pans out, but they are going to appeal it. Philasande Sixaba, thanks very much indeed. Really do appreciate it.